What do you want to be when you grow up? My grandma always asked us when we were children. I always responded to her, I want to be just like you. My grandma was a nurse practitioner in the emergency room. I wanted to follow in her footsteps. And I wanted to be a nurse practitioner just like her. She made a difference in people's lives every single day. When I was growing up, I lived what one would call the perfect life. I had a great family. I had everything given to me as a child. I couldn't ask for more. I had a sister, Victoria, who was close to my age. She was my best friend and still is. I had two parents that were happily married, and we lived under one big white house in Whippany, New Jersey. But nobody has the perfect life. On December 24th, 2015, it was just a normal day. It was Christmas Eve, and everybody was excited for the big party that we were having tonight, like we had every year, to get the whole family together. What I didn't realize about that day was that it was going to change my life forever. I went through the most traumatic experience in my entire life that day. Ever since that day, I've battled with post-traumatic stress disorder. Post-traumatic stress disorder is an around-the-clock challenge. Some things about PTSD can be great and manageable. Some days I wake up and it's hell. Some days it's like going through the motions in a zombified state. My life at this time was a mess, and I battled day in and day out. After dealing with this illness for a few months, I started to feel a dark cloud shrouding me. Like I was drowning and couldn't come up for air. It came out of nowhere. It was like waves. The anxiety during these days were horrible. It ate at my skin. The only safe place in the world was the four walls of my bedroom. I didn't want to go through it anymore. On February 1st, 2016, I attempted to take my own life by suicide. I remember every single second from that day. I remember every EMT and police officer that walked into my room. I remember my ride to the hospital on the ambulance. Those people that day made a difference and helped me. Every day of my life since then, I think about what happened that day. I wanted to make a difference in someone's life. I learned that I didn't want to be a nurse practitioner. I learned my childhood dream that I wanted to achieve was to change somebody's life for the better, just like my grandma did. With that, I went to West Stress School in Millburn, and that's in the School for Emergency Services. I obtained my EMT certification, which I'm going to show you a picture of me and my crew chief, Patty, above. After I obtained it with my certification, I worked for Atlantic Health doing transports. I worked in my local first aid squad doing 911 dispatches. And I also worked at Greystone Park Psychiatric Hospital as a human service technician to try and make a difference in someone's life. There is a blessing in every struggle. When the world is crashing around you, you want to crash too. If you don't save yourself, no one's gonna save you. If you're going through hell, keep going. There will be a light at the end of that tunnel. Everything will be better if you just wait. Just continue to have hope. That's all you need to keep trying, because it's too early to give up. And you have so much to live for. And you can make a difference in someone's life too. I am so happy that even through the deepest, darkest moments of my life, I came out and achieved the dream I've wanted to do since I was a child. Thank you for watching.